ever wondered why some businesses just seem to hit this incredible new level of growth, while others just plateau? Well, the secret, a lot of the time, isn't a better product. It's actually a smarter network. Today, we're gonna break down how you can build a truly powerful strategic ecosystem just by mastering your channels and your partnerships. So, here's what we've got on tap. We're gonna start by looking at a problem that I'm sure many of you have faced, the growth puzzle. Then, we'll introduce the solution, this idea of a strategic ecosystem. After that, we'll dive deep into its two main pillars, channels and partners, and finally, we'll see how it all comes together to give you a massive competitive edge. All right, let's dive right in. We're kicking things off with a challenge that is just so common in business. You hit a growth ceiling. It's frustrating, it's confusing, and it feels like you've hit a brick wall. So why does this happen? You've got a fantastic product, a really solid team, but the momentum just fizzles out. Well, the problem usually isn't what you're selling, it's how you're getting it out there. The answer is almost always hiding in the network you build to get your product into your customers' hands. And here's the hard truth, right? You can invent the most amazing, world-changing product, but if you can't get it in front of the right people, its value is basically zero. Reach isn't just some fluffy marketing term, it's the absolute lifeline of your business. So the real question is, how do you expand it in a way that actually lasts? And that brings us to the big solution. Breaking through that growth ceiling isn't about just grinding harder, it's about building smarter. And you do that by creating what we call a strategic ecosystem. Okay, so what is this thing exactly? Well, a strategic ecosystem is a network that you design on purpose. It's not just a random list of contacts in your phone, it's a whole interconnected system. You've got your channels, those are your pathways to the customer, and you've got your key partners, and they're all working together with one goal, helping you grow. When you get this right, it creates this incredible, powerful loop. It all starts with delivering amazing value to your customers. That success lets you become way more efficient in how you operate, and that efficiency is what fuels real, sustained growth, which in turn lets you deliver even more value. You see, it just keeps feeding itself, getting stronger and stronger. So let's break down that first piece of the puzzle, your channels. Think of these as the actual highways that connect what you've built directly to the people who need it. But a channel's job is so much more than just delivery. Yeah, of course, it expands your reach and makes it easier for customers to find you, but a truly strategic channel does more. It actually enhances the value you're delivering, and this is crucial, it has to align perfectly with your big picture business goals. And this just shows the difference so clearly. It's night and day. Good channel alignment, it's seamless. It feels like a natural part of your brand and makes life easier for your customers. Bad alignment, on the other hand, well, it just creates friction. It wastes your time, it wastes your money, and it can even hurt the relationship you have with your customers. The choice here is absolutely critical. Okay, so you've got your highways to the customer all mapped out. Now let's talk about the engine that's going to power you down those roads. And that's all about your key partners. The right partners are, and I'm not exaggerating, total game changers. These aren't just suppliers or vendors. No, they're collaborators. They're the ones who unlock your ability to scale, who help you slash costs, who make your operations run smoother. And at the end of the day, they give you a seriously sharp competitive edge. This chart gives us a fantastic visual of what's going on. I mean, look at that. A massive 40% of a partner's value comes from just helping you scale. That is huge. Then you've got another 30% from optimizing costs. You put it all together and it's clear. Partners are a powerhouse for making your business bigger, leaner, and just plain stronger. And really, it all comes down to this one simple but profound idea. It has to be mutually beneficial, a win-win. The strongest, most lasting partnerships are always built on a foundation where everybody wins. When your goals are aligned, you're not just working next to each other, you're genuinely growing together. All right, now for the really cool part. This is where we bring it all together. We've talked about channels, we've talked about partners as separate things, but their true power, their magic, is unleashed when they work together as one single cohesive ecosystem. This table lays it out perfectly. On one side, you have your channels. They're all about the what and the where, delivering value, improving access, and expanding your reach in the market. Then on the other side, you have your partners. They're focused on the how, building efficiency, helping you scale, giving you that competitive advantage. When these two sides are in harmony, man, the effect is just exponential. Because at the end of the day, this is what it's all for. The whole point of building the strategic ecosystem, of meticulously choosing your channels and carefully nurturing your partnerships, is to achieve one thing: strong, steady, and sustainable growth. This is how you build a business that doesn't just get by, but one that truly thrives. So I'm gonna leave you with this question to chew on. Thinking about your own business, your own goals, what's the one single partnership you could form right now that could completely transform everything? Seriously, think about it. Finding the right answer to that question could be the key that unlocks your next chapter of growth. Thanks so much for tuning in.